Hey, Bryce Tubbs here. So today's video is going to be talking about best bookkeeping, marketing, and sales strategy. Okay, so you need to develop comfort around money. So let's kind of break into this thing and just really kind of get real for a moment because a lot of people, when I talk to them and they have like their hopes and their dreams about growing their business, they get really uncomfortable when it comes to talking about finances, money, and really growing. And unknowingly they make it a lot harder for themselves to grow the business than what it really needs to be. Now, side tangent, if you want some help growing your accounting or your bookkeeping business, you're tired of doing it alone, tired of trying to figure this thing out yourself, and you know that if you had guidance, you'd be able to go light years ahead of where you are currently. Go ahead and click on the link either above or below the video to book a call with me. On that call, we're just going to look at where you are right now. Then we're going to take a look at where do you want to go. And then thirdly, if I think I can help you out, I'm going to make an offer to you to join the mentorship program. I'm going to outline what that looks like, what you have to do, what's entailed. And if you think it's a good fit and you want to get started, we can get you going right then and there. Now, anyways, back to the video. So the reason why, if you're not comfortable about money or around money, it's going to cause you to really stall out, is because we're in the business of sales. Sales is all about energy. It's all about your energy, and money is energy. So the better you start feeling, the better you start really being around money, the more money that can flow to you. For example, a number of students, like for example, Melissa was like this when she first got started. She had this kind of like hesitancy around money. And whenever she would start talking to her clients about money, she would get flashbacks to when she was a lot younger, when her parents used to always say, like, money doesn't grow on trees, money's kind of tight. We have to work it hard for like all these kind of like things from her childhood were kind of popping. I'm not trying to be a therapist. I'm not sometimes, as a marketing mentor slash coach, like you do tend to be like a therapist to these people and have to like listen to different things and just kind of help them break limiting beliefs. But it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And what that causes to happen is as soon as someone starts saying that they're broke or money's tight, or they start getting uncomfortable about money, then you generally start getting uncomfortable about money. And what that actually caused for her to happen was she was had like a bunch of clients for like $125 a month, $200 a month, 125 per quarter. Like it was just this crazy range of low paying clients. And every time that she would talk about, like raising her rates, they would always play the violin on the string kind of routine of, oh, money's tight. And it's and then it's kind of interesting because when you're doing the accounting and the bookkeeping, you can see how much money they have in the bank. Huh? And my favorite thing is whenever I have like a mentorship student and we actually start looking at the client's books, and we're like, hey, this person has a lot of money. What do you mean they don't have any money? It's not they don't have any money, they just don't have any money to pay for you, because every time you start talking about getting paid more money, you get really uncomfortable, you get really fearful, and then you kind of shrimp away and you kind of just like run away from the conversation. Instead, you need to start going into that conversation with confidence, poise, patience, and persistence. Okay. That's going to allow you to be able to charge a higher price. A lot of people come to me and they're like, Bryce, how do I charge more money? Right. And even back to the story, like, how did Melissa start charging more money? I just kind of put money into perspective. I'm like, dude, think about it. If you're charging somebody, we'll say $100 a month, right? $1,200 a year. That's less than the cost of a little laptop. You're saving their business so much time, so much effort, so much energy, so much motion. Like, you're not worth more than the computer they're using to write you the email to do their books. Like, and she's like, oh, that's a good point. And then I used to tell her, like, dude, money isn't real. If you're talking, think about it like this. If you're talking to someone who owns like a construction business or a nonprofit business, or even like a tech startup. For example, one of my students' name is Mike. He had a client. That client literally started his business 6 months ago and got a $1.5 million construction loan. Poof. Like literally money just materialized out of thin air. And the guy pays Mike 8 grand a month now. Like, poof. It wasn't real. It's not real. It's magic. It's magic dust. Same thing with the nonprofit. JT was working with this client, or he's going to work with this client, and the person goes, "Yeah, I don't really have any money." Jason's like, okay, cool. Let's reschedule for maybe a month from now. The next week, the guy goes, hey, we finally got approved for this grant, $600,000. When can we start? Like literally the next week. So most people, what happens, they get super scared about money. They start thinking it's super hard to make, and then they end up kind of like just not doing the activities needed and having the conversations needed in order to go and collect the cash. Now, when you can just kind of be more patient, just really understand like money's not real. Think about it like this too. You ever see like a Shark Tank? It's just this entrepreneur show where there's venture capitalists who give these tech startups money, right? That's a real thing. They have those in every single state in most major cities where tech startups can go and actually get funding. And once they get funding, like they have to grow their business. They have to keep investing in their business to grow it. And it's just like it's just crazy how much money there is out there. Think about it too like this, like a solar company, for example, if they're selling to residential households, most of their units are anywhere between 10 grand to 30 grand a pop per sale. You don't think they have at least $1,000 a month to pay you? These people are advertising on TV, on national stations, not regional stations, but national stations at the Super Bowl. You don't think they got money to pay you? Come on, guys, you got this. It's just they're reflecting your beliefs. And they can kind of sense, oh, this person ain't really about it. Let me see if I can kind of get a deal. And I'm not saying like the business owners are like mean or they're trying to hurt you or anything. I'm just saying like sometimes there's like a certain thing with a business owner, especially if you're talking to someone who's like in sales, they have this killer instinct. And whenever they like get in front of someone, it's like the person starts like showing weakness. For some reason, like this killer instinct starts coming out of them. And it's just like, come on, like let's, it almost becomes like a game to them, see like how low they can charge. I'm not saying they're mean. I'm not saying, it's just kind of like this animal hunting instinct that kind of comes out of really high level entrepreneurs, especially if they're making like 6, 7, and 8 figures per year. There's almost like this little underlying toughness, or underlying like tiger killer inside of them, and it can be awoken at any moment. And when you're like really scared, really fearful, and unsure of yourself, then that kind of awakens that for a lot of these business owners who would be paying, 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month, $5,000 a month. They end up like kind of just dropping the price to see how low they can go. And then pretty soon you're at like $500 a month, if not $100 a month. Now, if you want to learn how to go and grow your business, you want to be able to like just be more confident. You want someone in your corner who can help you, just pull you to that zone that you want to be, pull you towards your goals without you having to, waste time figuring this stuff out. A lot of people don't understand like money is more valuable than time. I'm sorry. Whoa, that was wrong. Time is more valuable than money. Most people who struggle think that money is more valuable than time. They'd rather go and give their time to save money. But you can always get more money. You can't get more time. You can't get more time with your family. You can't get more time, being alive. You can't get more time relaxing, but you can always get your money back. So you need to go and save as much time as possible by aligning yourself with people who are where you need to be. For me, for example, a lot of people are like, well, Bryce, do you invest in yourself? Yeah, I invest in myself all the time. Every single year, I invest between $30,000 to $40,000 on programs, masterminds, courses, seminars every single year. Why? Because every single time that I invest in something, I learn a new skill that allows me to be able to grow my business faster. For example, in order to make this YouTube video, I literally paid someone $5,000 to show me how to make a YouTube channel. $5,000. Poof, no payment plan. It was just, here you go, take my money. And the guy didn't even tell me what the deliverables were of the program. It was just, hey, I'm going to show you to do YouTube. Cool. Well, what's YouTube going to do for me? Well, it's going to put you in front of, anywhere between 1,000 to 5,000 people per month. Oh, how long will it take? I don't know. It can take a week. It can take a month. Okay. What happens after I get to 5,000 people? Well, generally YouTube's like a search engine. So it's just once you get indexed, once you have your videos playing, your video is going to be shown to more and more people over time. Oh, so it's almost like it's like kind of like a sales rep for me, and it never sleeps and it never stops working, it never dies. Yeah. Oh, okay. How do we do this thing? Well, it's $5,000. Oh, I thought it was going to be 10. Here you go. And we just kind of move forward. And then I get the money back right away. It's the same thing with all the students that invest inside the mentorship program. They invest their money to save their time. Then they end up getting like clients for, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. And the next thing you know, they're sitting at 90 days from now, and they've grown anywhere from, $9,000 a month to $10,000 to $12,000 a month within 90 days. And everybody else is like sitting on the sidelines, still trying to figure out how to like put their website up. It's like, who are you going to be? You're going to be the person that invests in yourself and saves like 3 years worth of trial and error? Or are you going to be the person that, just kind of waits? This is where I am. A lot of people who are here just aren't around anymore. They're back in corporate. So if you want some help, if you want to grow your business, you want to go make some moves, you're tired of sitting on the sidelines of your life, go ahead and click on the link either above or below the video to book a call with me to see how I can help you out. If I can help you out, I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to show exactly what it looks like for us to work together and for you to actually reach your goal in the shortest time period possible. If you think that it'll actually work for you, if you're resonating with the steps that we're doing, and if you think that now is the time, then let's book a call and let's actually go and work together long term. If it's not a great time and you've decided on the call, that's okay too. At any time in your life and your career, you keep watching these videos, keep applying the stuff that's inside, keep making more money. And then when you're finally ready to go, when you're finally, the things in your life are kind of in more of alignment to, cause you to grow in your business, then we can work together. So there's no pressure anytime for us to work together. But if you want some help now and you think that now is the time, go ahead and click on that link, book the call. I'll see you there. Let's go and hit this thing together. I'll talk to you soon.